Now, to formally begin the awards ceremony, let me announce leadsquared is our award partner for the entire India Insurance Summit and Awards, and especially for the awards evening. Now, before we begin with the formal awards ceremony and we come to the winners and the categories for which all of you are waiting for so long, a quick presentation and a quick introduction from leadsquared, our award partner. And for that, I would like to call on stage Mr. Sanjay Prasad, Vice President Enterprise Sales from leadsquared, to kindly take the stage and talk about leadsquared. Sanjay, all over to you.
Thanks, Soumya. Hi everyone, as Soumya introduced, I take care of sales. I head sales for leadsquared. And I'm sorry I might sound repetitive to many of you because I've met many of you today. So very quickly, what is leadsquared? leadsquared is a B2C CRM company having a very robust lead management solution, marketing automation solution, a very powerful process automation, and last but not the least, mobile CRM. So I will try to keep this as short as possible. And I would like to start with one of my favorite quotes from Aqua Insurance, because this speaks about statistics. This speaks about improvement in lead conversion. This speaks about improvement in productivity from the sales team, in which in this case it's call center because it's purely a digital team. So as I was speaking about leadsquared being multiple solutions, how does it play a role in perspective insurance? So typical today, in fact the first session today was about digital and insurance. So digital, which starts with web, any kind of web activity, whether it's a Facebook, Google, someone is coming to browse some product, see some products, see the codes, values, go ahead and do a form filling. From form filling, it can go to a premium page. A person can kind of decide whether to pay on the spot or not. He can move away from the page itself. What should we do? Every insurance company, every company in short has some of the other rules. At this stage, what are we supposed to do? Going back to the Aqua Insurance, like if someone is dropping some detail, he has to be called out in less than 3 minutes. So these kind of intervention, whether he has to be called out, whether he has to be nurtured with an email, whether he has to be nurtured with an a retargeting, a Facebook or a Google retargeting or a remarketing, or if this person continues and pay, then what next? Should I put to a field team? Should I put to a verification team? Or if there's no response at all, what should I do? Go ahead and divert the lead to a call center. So the module in short is divided like this. While the 5 modules I said, it starts with lead capture. Lead coming from any sources, online, offline, digital, activities, campaigns, events, etc. So what exactly we do is post we getting the lead, we do a qualification of the lead. Based on various attributes, criteria, fixed parameters, we go ahead, we qualify the lead. Based on the qualification of the lead, we decide how to prioritize on the lead. A lead which is not at all matured, we shouldn't waste time at all on that. We as well do nurture, and the moment there is some response to the nurturing activity, then we will go ahead and do the distribution to the lead. Distribution again, you have multiple channels, whether I have to distribute a lead to a call center, again with multiple criteria of available agent, performing agents, product-based agents, threshold-based routing, or in certain cases like a corporate insurance, I'll directly put it to the field. Now, end of the day, what to do, whether I'm nurturing, whether I'm distributing, everything is a flow. Everything is an automation, which you can do in leadsquared through an automation engine. Now, how many leads, what stage, which went to call center, which went with the positive disposition, everything gets tracked. Everything gets tracked with a tracking mechanism. Tracking starts right from what this gentleman or lady was doing on the website, which product he was, he or she was browsing, who called up in the call center, what was the disposition, who met in the field, and his boss met or not, whether it got closed or not, followed by, of course, we have the marketing and sales analytics. We have like 100 plus kind of reports inbuilt. Just a quick example of, I'll just rush it, a quality score. These are your business rules. You say that for male above 35, this is the value that I have to give. So these are the statistical values which decide what next to this lead. Similarly, these are fixed attributes. There are dynamic attributes. For example, while a fixed attribute is a source, but dynamic can be what page is he browsing. what details is he filling in the form? What emails is he clicking? What conversation is he having in the call center? What conversation is he having in the meeting? Everything gets a value. For example, a person interested in a term insurance will get a +2, a retirement plan will get a +4, or a family plan will get a +3. These two decides what next. So what next is automation, as I said. Post-automation, say for example, it goes to a call center. One of the beauty of leadsquared, and why we have been so successful in less than a year across 5 to 6 insurance industry, is the adaptability, the ease of use. As you can see, a call center on a desktop will have a very simple view, like which are the leads I have to call back, which are the new leads, which are the leads not called back, etc. If you don't want the desktop screen, a simple pop-up. A simple pop-up with number masked, email ID masked, and things like that, because of course lead leakage is a prime concern today. Followed with the respective disposition, what next, call back, or whether it should go to a field person. As I said, automation is our heart. Anything, any process is followed with an automation. For example, if the particular person was interested and is asked for a meeting, automatically we'll send an email to him, automatically a notification will go to the field person, and again there will be automation that if you ask for rescheduling the meeting and things like that. What happens when it goes to the field? Of course, it goes as a notification. The moment it goes as a notification, now few of the insurance industry where we are working, categorically the RM, the field people are not even coming to the office. They're not even touching their desktop. Everything starts from this particular screen, where they have their tasks, they have their activity plan, route plan, my branches, my leads, my renewals, etc. They do have a desktop screen, but it's a choice. And again, desktop screen, or as we call it as smart view, is absolutely configured and customized based on the KRA of this person, whether it's the area head, there's a regional manager, and things like that. Another beauty is, as I was telling, whether he's coming from a landing page, whether he's coming from a specific event that you did in a society, all the details are there. Including his, as I was speaking about quality score, lead score, etc., guiding and making this field person very intelligent about whom is he meeting, why is he meeting, etc. And any and every activity he does, a few of you would have seen some demos from me and my team today. Any activities, whether it's a call, whether it's an email, whether it's a meeting, gets recorded. And of course, as we can see, the activities that he is supposed to do is purely simple, easy to use, and as shortened as possible based on his activity, because a lot of times these field people are simple graduates and all. We don't want to complicate things for him. So as I said, whether he's calling, the pop-ups like which lead is he going to talk to, what activities he's doing, the phone calls getting recorded, say he's doing a document collection, everything is getting recorded, including geotagged. As you can see, the moment he does this particular activity, it gets geotagged. So, and this all detail of activity is done. Is very much there on the back end as a report for the manager, as a report for the management, etc. As you see, the geotag is very much available. But this is not the end. You will say, why leads? For me, banker channel is important. For me, agency channel is important. A dealer is important. OEM is important. So based on that, I'll take another name, for example, Universal Sompo. The screens are absolutely configured in a different way. There's a banker channel for whom what matters is what are my branches, what are my renewals against the branches, what is my target versus achievement, and those kind of things. And in this further, when he goes down doing his activity against each branch, on top, on down, the screenshot is not covering this. What are my pending renewals in these branches? What is my health of this particular branch in perspective of quality score, in perspective of a lead score, and any activity that he does. What is the purpose of visit? It's a relationship, it's check collection, it's a renewal, or whether it's issue resolution, essentially. And as I said, in the branch itself, he can go ahead and create new leads. That's the norm of the day. When you're automatically visiting the branches, spending time, people will be comfortable with you, and because that's what competition is demanding. So that's how it is, and activities, again, tasks are getting created for him automatically based on the renewal data, based on the data that the management feeds. He's done with his bank branch meetings, he's done with his OEM meetings. leadsquared further suggests what are the nearby dealers to you, what are the nearby branches to you, giving health and status of each of those branch where he can see the status and go ahead and decide which one do I visit based on whether it's a quarter end, it's a month end, it's the beginning of the month, whether he has to do for relationship, etc. everything, everything. Where he is commuting, to whom he is talking, where he is meeting, which checks getting collected. You have a complete performance analytics. As I said, automation is a hard. By default, to the leads, you know, which are the leads is automatically going into a campaign journey, you know, because we would like to do an upsell, we would like to do a cross-sell. So, you know, what kind of campaigns are going, which are the subject lines which are working, what are the best days to send the emails, etc. Or drip marketing that you do, you know, detailed reports on that, or all kind of stage analysis and this kind of. So we have, like, as I said, close to 8,500 reports. With that, again, I started my presentation with a, you know, testimonial. Again, I am ending my presentation with a testimonial which clearly says that now we are able to track our leads, easily share information between, you know, as I said, colleagues. It's a good collaboration environment because we know what we have to speak and we know what is the background of this particular customer. This is saying this, I would like to end my presentation just by sharing a simple example. So for example, if I was an insurance banker salesperson, I have come to meet Bank of Westin, for example. Bank of Westin is a branch, Goregaon is a branch. My manager wants to go ahead and see whether Sanjay Prasad is really come here or not. Of course, I'll be posting an activity, but real time he can just go ahead and check my you know, status. Where exactly is Sanjay Prasad right now? So I'll just quickly go to my reports, my live reports. And I want to see what is the last known location of users, you know. So let me go there. I can of course filter also. There are multiple people which is being shown here. So if I go ahead and filter for Sanjay Prasad, so here I am. Let me just expand this. Here I am, and Commerce Building. Of course, floor, that accuracy will not come, but it's International Business Park, Oberoi Garden City. This is just one example of reports, or if I have to, for example, see, you know, so field slacker activity report across my team, and if Harsh from my team is also doing some activities, I'll just see where he started his morning, what activities he did for the day. So very much as I'm seeing as per location, you know, so he started his morning from, you know, the Matunga side. This is the activity he did, calling Arun Matthews from, you know, ICICI Bank. Later, yes, later the next activities which you see, you know, as you can see, is all in International Business Park, like meeting Mr. Mayank, you know, and meeting Mr. Sangeeta from HDFC Life, and yes, the location is very much here. All the activities that he is doing is getting tagged with the location. This is just two simple examples out of the 100 plus reports across multiple parameters. I think so that's all I had to say. It's just been a year for us. We are very proud to say we are working with 6 insurance companies. Happy to meet with every one of you and work with you all. Thank you so much, Soumya, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sanjay, for that quick presentation and introduction about leadsquared. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Sanjay Prasad from leadsquared. leadsquared, the award partner for the India Insurance Awards 2019.